cosmos. Thank you, earth. Thank you, sky. Thank you, nature. Thank you, seasons. Thank you, clouds. Thank you, wine. Thank you, fruit. Thank you, vegetables. Thank you, milk. Thank you, tea. Thank you, coffee. Thank you, song. Thank you, sugar. Thank you, spices. Thank you, tinsels. Thank you, gas stove. Thank you, refrigerator. Thank you, light. Thank you, electricity. Thank you, fan. Thank you, air. Thank you, mobile. Thank you, pendulum. Thank you, charger. Thank you, laptop. Thank you, TV. Thank you, music. Thank you, songs. Thank you, books. Thank you, pen. Thank you, paper. Thank you, money. Thank you, all. Thank you. Thank you, transport. Thank you, car. Thank you, mind. Thank you, road. Thank you, petrol. Thank you, public transport. Thank you, workplace. Thank you, best. Thank you, chick. Thank you, boss. Thank you, team. Thank you, customers. Thank you, opportunities. Thank you, challenges. Thank you, learning.